Leeds United and Manchester United never need much build-up. No matter where the two teams are in the table or how their seasons are going, this fixture always feels different. There is history, tension, and emotion baked into it. And Elland Road is one of the last places in English football where that feeling still hits you straight away. On January 4th, 2026, the famous old stadium once again delivered as Leeds and Manchester United played out a 1-1 draw that was full of energy, noise, and drama. From well before kickoff, it was clear this was not just another league game. The atmosphere around the ground was loud and lively, with Leeds supporters fully up for the occasion. Manchester United's arrival was met with the kind of welcome you would expect in West Yorkshire, and as soon as the match started, the crowd made sure their presence was felt. Leeds fed off that energy early on, pressing high and making life uncomfortable for United whenever they tried to settle on the ball. Manchester United did have more possession in the opening stages, but it rarely felt comfortable. Leeds closed down quickly, chased every loose ball, and made sure United had to earn every pass. The game had a scrappy edge to it, but that only added to the tension. Chances were limited early on, yet the sense that something could happen at any moment never went away. The first big moment arrived when Dominic Calvert-Lewin rose highest in the box and sent a powerful header against the post. For a split second, Elland Road thought the ball was in, and when it bounced away, the noise somehow got even louder. That chance lifted Leeds and seemed to shake United slightly. From that point on, Leeds played with more confidence, pushing higher up the pitch and asking more questions. United tried to respond by slowing the game down and keeping the ball, but Leeds stayed organized and aggressive. The visitors moved the ball side to side, yet clear chances were hard to come by. Leeds, meanwhile, looked dangerous whenever they went forward with pace. By the time the referee blew for halftime, the score was still 0-0, but it felt like a proper derby match, full of effort, emotion, and edge. The second half started much like the first, with Leeds showing more urgency and intent. They looked like a team that believed something big was possible. That belief paid off just after the hour mark. Brenden Aaronson picked up the ball in space, drove forward with confidence, and calmly finished to give Leeds the lead. The roar from the stands said everything. It was a huge moment for the home side, and one that felt fully deserved. For a few minutes, Elland Road was bouncing. Leeds pushed on, sensing that Manchester United were there to be beaten. But one thing United showed in this match was character. They did not panic or lose their shape. Instead, they responded quickly and with purpose. Just 3 minutes after falling behind, they were level again. A well-worked move ended with Matheus Cunha finishing neatly after good work from Joshua Zirkzee, and suddenly the momentum swung back the other way. At 1-1, the game opened up. Both teams went for it without taking unnecessary risks. Leeds continued to press and attack, while United looked to use their quality on the break. Chances came at both ends. Cunha went close to scoring again when he hit the woodwork, while Leeds threatened through Joel Pyro and Calvert-Lewin as the crowd urged them on. Despite the intensity, the match never completely lost control. Challenges were strong but fair, and both sides showed discipline, even as the clock ticked down. The final stages were tense, with neither team willing to settle for the draw, but neither able to find that decisive moment. When the final whistle blew, the scoreline remained 1-1. It felt like a fair result, even if both sides might have thought they could have won it. Leeds could take real pride in their performance, having gone toe-to-toe with one of the biggest clubs in the country and matched them every step of the way. Manchester United, meanwhile, showed resilience and belief to come back quickly after going behind in a hostile environment. As fans made their way out of Elland Road, this didn't feel like a forgettable draw. It was the kind of game that reminds people why football matters so much. There were no easy moments, no quiet spells, just 90 minutes of effort, noise, and rivalry. Leeds showed they are growing in confidence and strength at Premier League level, especially at home, while Manchester United proved they can handle pressure even when things don't go their way. In the end, this match wasn't about tactics or statistics. It was about atmosphere, commitment, and two teams refusing to back down. Leeds United versus Manchester United remains one of English football's great rivalries, and on this January afternoon, it delivered once again. What really stood out was how much the game felt like a proper throwback. In a league where some matches can feel slow or predictable, this one never did. Every tackle got a reaction, every forward run raised the volume, and every mistake was met with groans or cheers depending on which end of the ground you were sitting in. It reminded everyone that football does not always need perfection to be entertaining. Sometimes effort, urgency, and emotion are more than enough. For Leeds supporters, there was plenty to be encouraged by. The team looked organized, confident, and fearless, especially against such a well-known opponent. They did not sit back or play cautiously just because of the badge on the other side. Instead, they trusted their approach, pressed high, and played with real belief. Performances like this build momentum and confidence, especially at home, where Elland Road continues to feel like a genuine advantage. Manchester United, on the other hand, will see this as another test passed rather than a missed opportunity. Coming to Leeds is never easy, and going behind could easily have knocked them off course. Instead, they reacted quickly and showed they can handle pressure and respond when the situation demands it. While they may have wanted more control at times, the ability to stay calm and fight back is something managers value highly. As the noise faded and the floodlights dimmed, the overriding feeling was that this match delivered exactly what people hoped for. It had pace, drama, and personality. It had moments where the crowd carried the players and moments where quality made the difference. Most of all, it had that edge that only a true rivalry can bring. In a long Premier League season, not every game stands out. Some blend into the background and are quickly forgotten. This one will not. Leeds United versus Manchester United once again showed why it still matters, why it still draws attention, and why it still brings out something extra from everyone involved. It was not perfect, it was not calm, and it was not dull, and that is exactly why it worked so well. By the time everyone left Elland Road, it was clear that the result didn't tell the full story. Both teams had shown heart, fight, and moments of brilliance, and the fans had been treated to a game that felt alive from start to finish. Leeds proved they can challenge the big clubs without fear, and Manchester United showed they won't give in easily. In the end, the 1-1 draw wasn't just about a point. It was a reminder of what makes football exciting, emotional, and unforgettable, a derby that lived up to every expectation.